And crime in Canada is on the rise again for a second year in a row after a notable...
They're out, Kyle. They're out of the by the BMO entrance. They're walking third through the lot, garbage bags in their hand.
All right, let's get over some.
3 males. One's wearing a puffy coat. All have hoods up.
Slow and low.
Homicides up 8%. Part of a nationwide crime trend that made 2022 the worst year for violence since 2007, according to Statistics Canada.
Violent crime reported by police across the country has reached its highest point since 2007. And among the
Canada has always been known as one of the safest countries in the world. Low crime rates, strong community and values, and a justice system designed to protect its citizens. But recently, that reputation has been changing.
We're seeing that already. The violence has increased. We've seen an increase in carjackings, an increase in home invasions, and an increase in break-and-enters to steal vehicles, steal keys.
Crime is rising. Hey, up here. Yeah. Crime is rising and people are feeling it, especially young Canadians. But why is this happening? One majority reason is our bail system. Right now, many offenders, including those charged with violent crimes, are back on the streets within hours of being arrested. Unbelievable. And by the way, guys, I'm safe, don't worry.
More anger and frustration in Duncan over BC's so-called catch-and-release justice system.
The level of violence and the use of weapons will increase.
What you'll see in this video, it's brazen. Guns treated like toys and lives treated as afterthoughts. This was a group of individuals who seemed alarmingly comfortable, not only carrying illegal firearms, but also treating them like props at a party. What started as reckless posturing escalated into chaos. They began to fire back at a rival gang, wildly spraying bullets into the street without any regard to human life. The task force has arrested 14 additional suspects and laid over 100 new charges. It's shocking behavior that underscores the danger these individuals pose in our communities. About 8 were out on bail at the time they were arrested. Many are still in custody and some have been released. All the handguns were illegal and they have all traced to the United States.
And in Toronto alone, over 70% of gun-related homicide in 2023 involved suspects who were either out on bail or had convictions. That means the same people are being arrested, released, and committing more crimes. That's unbelievable.
Yeah. No, it's believable because I believe it. Because Canada is very lenient.
Yeah, unbelievable.
If that was Jamaica, they'd be dead. Dead.
You're saying in Jamaica they'll kill them? That's what you're saying?
They beat their ass, man.
They'll beat their ass, huh?
Yeah, no joke. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not going to just kill them, but I mean, it's a different thing than Canada.
Yeah.
Canada is very lenient. But if you go to another country, you see what I mean? If Canada start being more strict,
yeah.
Because these kids, they know what they're doing, but they know that the law is going to protect them, man.
Yeah, the law protects them. It's the opposite, huh? It makes no sense.
Yeah.
This is affecting young Canadians the most. Many don't feel safe in their own neighborhoods. They avoid going out at night, worry about crime in their neighborhoods, and lost trust in the justice system. And beyond just fear, this is an issue creating bigger problems for society. More young people turning to crime. When offenders face little to no consequences, some youth might see crime as an easy way out. Canada is so safer than many other countries, but the rise in crime is changing how people feel about their safety. If real action isn't taken soon, fear and uncertainty could continue to grow. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Damani. In today's video, we'll be hitting up the streets, talking to everyday Canadians, hearing out their opinion about the rising crime and bail laws.
It was a driveway. It was only 1 year old. It was a Lexus SUV, and woke up in the morning and it was missing. So we called 911, and they said it wasn't an emergency. No one's being hurt, so the car theft is not an emergency to them. But my car has the anti-theft, the GPS. So I had my son jumped in his car. He was home from university, and we found my car. It was only 1 kilometer away from the house, and I called 911 back again. And they said it's not an emergency. I said, well, it's an emergency now because I'm going to collect my car, and I don't know who's going to be there. Right? So all of a sudden, cruisers showed up for that because then it was an emergency. When we saw it, it was totaled because it's GPS for anti-theft. So they basically left it there, gutted. So everything, this is a momentum. I was at the garage today, just so this is very timely. Signing off for my car, it was considered a write-off. And I was basically told at the garage not to bother buying another one, similar make, because it won't last me 6 months. You know, and even if it's in your garage, doesn't make it safe. People are at you know, fuel stations, and it's not like, you know, a Lamborghini. It's just an SUV. And so I literally went out to the dealership yesterday to pick out a new car. I'm trying to order one, and I have to get like a subcompact. I'm buying something that I know won't be stolen, so I have to buy a smaller car, which is very you know, not convenient for me because I carry a lot of equipment around. So I'm like, the fact that I have to go and purchase a car that I don't necessarily want, so it won't get stolen, is, you know, that's ridiculous. You know what I mean?
That is ridiculous,
and,
you know.
Tonight they were speaking in there, and the police had arrested some people stealing cars, and some of them that they just caught were out on bail, and they had done it 6 times on bail, and they're still out there. And you know, so I mean, it's just an ongoing problem that the government doesn't seem to care about. So I'm really hoping that change does happen, and that people start getting arrested and actually charged and deal with some consequences.
He said he wants to repeal C-75. This is such a huge bill. I'm 16 and I'm noticing the changes. Like, that's absolutely crazy. He wants to repeal C-75, and it's basically for repeat offenders. It's absolutely insane that they keep getting out so easily. And you know, he wants to focus on changing this. He wants to focus on bringing back, you know, prisons, actually taking the repeal of this bill out. And it's just so important. There's so many reasons that he mentioned. I can go on, but yeah.
Basically, the catch and release. You want them to close on the catch and release.
Yeah, no, the cash and release is not working. I understand the liberal ideology. I mean, we're young, right? Gen Z, you know, you think they're more of a leftist, and I understand completely. But honestly, like, the way we're going, the way Canada is moving, we need to repeal C-75. It's gotten out of hand, and, you know, we want to see prisoners in prison.
Ron is running for us in Oakville, but he's Oakville East, but he is a long-time police officer, including for Peel. And tell me what you've seen from catch and release under Liberal Bill C-75.
If I were to explain to you and have you live the life of an average police officer just over the last 6 years, ever since Bill C-75 came in 2019, it would keep you up for decades. And it's terrible. We have families who have lost their loved ones, their kids in their own household from fentanyl overdoses, and police officers and first responders have to tell the family. We have repeat violent offenders committing murders, carjackings, home invasions, and when we catch them, we have to tell these innocent Canadian victims, good people with their family, their loved ones in their house, that the person who did this was on bail. And we're trying everything we can do to keep this person in custody, but this Liberal government has always let them out. That heartbreak was the reason why I got involved with Pierre Poilievre. I had been lobbying to government as an independent police officer to say, please bring back common sense. And out of all of the politicians I had met, years ago I'd met with Pierre Poilievre. He was the only politician to ever ask me, how do we fix it?
Yeah. What do you think needs to be addressed with the crime, you know?
Definitely no more of this release. What do they call it? Bail and release?
Catch and release.
Catch and release?
Yeah.
Okay. It's time to lock up, especially the hardcore drug dealers.
Yeah.
Okay, that's got to stop. So let's get to the source. Okay. Also to the borders.
Yeah.
You know, they need to start, you know, more policing, more, they got to be on top of all of that. There was a woman in there that said that she was told that at the borders there's specific bins or something that they specifically instruct for them not to even look at. There's corruption going on here.
Yeah.
There's huge corruption. Okay, so that needs to stop. Definitely, that would be the biggest one, I would say. I lock them up.
We see a lot of auto thefts. Like, if you come to my neighborhood, there's an auto theft almost once every week. This is absolutely insane. And major of these are also due to like the There's also, like he mentioned, when you take the cars and you take them to the borders, they don't even get scanned, and they just get across. It's absolutely insane, and you know that's a really heavy issue. But especially the crime, like that's one of my main issues that I've been leaning towards conservative. So yeah.
Our whole neighborhood, which is a nice neighborhood, has been hit so many times by car thieves, break-ins, etc. I wanted to hear what the guy had to say, and the police officer, who was it, president? I don't even know who it was. Got up, and he had really serious concerns because he's president of the Peel Police, and it's just catch and release. You know, so they can catch the same guy 6 times and work so hard to do it, and they're gone. You know what I mean? Like they're out doing the same crimes the next day. So it's very disheartening.
It could be an inside job. You know, we see a lot of issues around the globe right now where, you know, we have a lot of higher ups, a lot of people in parliament that are doing these background jobs. So it's definitely a possibility, and it's so frustrating, and it's definitely something that we want to dismantle. Yeah.
Crime is just a joke, you know what I'm saying? It's like fun to do now. It's like it became popular. And I'm gonna say this on right now so everyone can hear, bro. I had a friend, well, I still have this friend. He's locked up right now for a jewelry store robbery. This guy, week prior, face to face, he told me, bro, I'm trying to do electrician. I love electricity, bro. Like when I was in high school, that was something I loved to do. And guess what, bro? A week after, he was asking me, oh, do you know any trade links? Because I used to do roofing. So he was asking me, do I know any links to get an apprenticeship?
Yeah.
And next week, did a robbery with a bunch of like people who are not as smart, you know? And unfortunately, this is the problem with our youth. Loss of identity, and also like a lot of people just follow what's hype. And right now, what's hype is crime, because Trudeau made it fun. Because you're gonna get arrested, you're gonna be at home playing GTA. So that's the problem, you know what I'm saying?
Overall, like, do you feel like the system protects them?
Yeah, I'll tell you this. The Liberal government did protect Paul Chiang. After what he said, honestly, this is an automatic arrest. If you're an MP, you're vetting for another MP to get kidnapped.
Yeah.
I swear that's conspiracy or something. He can get hit for a RICO. And on top of that, he's saying this in front of a Chinese population. And honestly, this is basically propaganda. Like, you know, this is evil. So that's all I have to say about that. So I think the law do protect certain individuals that is in power, because this guy just stepped down and no one did done. You know what I'm saying? There's a little RMCMP investigation, and there should be more. They should be looking into it. This guy should be charged, basically.
Basically, just common sense, basically.
Common sense. Right. And yo, shout out for all the work you do, man. To be honest, man, it's hard to do this content. Yeah. Meet a lot of people. So yo, respects for doing this.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm trying, you know, trying to present the youngins. All right, ladies and gentlemen, madame et messieurs, that is the end of the video. First of all, if you made it this far, I want to say shout out to you. Thank you. I appreciate it. That means you watched the video from the start to the end. What do you guys think about this episode? It's a quite sensitive topic. I wouldn't say sensitive. When I say sensitive, I'm not saying sensitive in a bad way. I'm talking about like anyone can speak on it because we all see it. Even the youth are speaking up. Like, shout out to that 16-year-old. I forget her name. But, you know, the young woman I interviewed in my video about, wow, she was cooking up. Also, quick message to the people that I interviewed. If you're watching this video right now, and I hope you're watching until the end, you might be asking yourself saying, ain't no way D-Money cut out my political opinion. Hear me out. I didn't cut out your political opinion. So basically, that's going to be in part 2. I decided to cut out my interviews, and I took the parts of where we're talking about crime, and I wanted to put it in this video. So the political part of where you give out your political view, etc., that's gonna be in the next episode, so stay tuned. So yeah, I just want to make that clear. Don't worry, I'm not like these medias, you know, we don't cut out nothing here. This is pure. There's no filters here. There's no filters, you know, we accept you. It doesn't matter if you're yellow, if you're purple, if you're this, if you believe 2 + 2 is 5, it's okay. This is D-Money's channel. We accept you. So yeah, what do you guys think should be addressed in this country? What do you guys think about the fact that criminals are being caught? Not once, multiple times, doing the same thing, and they're sent off to freedom. Makes no sense. I don't understand it. Like, franchement, man, like, ça fait pas du sens. I don't understand. Like, je comprends pas. C'est comme si everything is flipped. It's as if we're saying 2 + 2 is 5. That's literally how our system is right now. It's as if we're saying 2 + 2 is 5. Like, how many crimes do they need to commit for them to actually go to jail? 100? 50? Man, hey, this is a very sensitive topic. Like I said, everyone can literally speak on this. Everyone. Hold up, before you go, give me a sec. See me? Oh. There we go. There we go. There we go. Come on, baby. If you like my work, support me. Just hit that like button and that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. It helps the channel to grow a lot. So, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate it. Kiss your loved ones. Life is too short. Go get some ice creams. Go on a walk. Spend time with your dog, your cat. Hey, what else do people own nowadays? I'm going. All right, I'm leaving. I know you guys are getting tired of me. I'm leaving. All right, bye-bye.